Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today, as you can see, we have a special guest. It's my mom. You got anything to say?
Hello.
Tell us about yourself. What brings you to town?
I don't know.
She's nervous, but she probably won't be in a few minutes once we get things started. So today what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing her makeup. This is like a special Mother's Day edition. I didn't really tell her anything. I just told her to come home. Sometimes I have to remind her to come home. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so basically... Senile. Okay. Okay, so we're also going to be trying the new Fenty cream blush. We have Fuego Flush, and I already tried it on myself, so it's the orange one.
I feel like you always put me in orange.
I know, so I'm going to not do an orange eye. I'm going to do something else because I always do an orange eye.
Yes.
So I'm going to not do that today, even though orange is just always good. So first what we're going to do is we're going to prep the skin. And while we prep the skin, we're going to go with the first question. If I can find it.
Questions?
Yes.
What?
Okay, first question. As I prep your skin.
Oh, for other people.
No, for you. How am I going to ask other people?
I don't know.
We're not on live. So I'm prepping the skin with my Urban Skin Urban Skin RX. What is this? Urban Skin RX Even Tone Super Glow Serum. It has like lots of good things in it, and I use it as like a base for my skin because it makes me glowy. Am I rough? I feel like you're being dramatic. Why do you need to make noise? That's literally anytime I try to make a video, she's always in the background like, like, why? Why? That's my sister. She's 5. Her name is Gia. I would let her come on camera, but she looks like she's been quarantined for a long, long time. So you will meet her another time. She's so close to the camera, like she's probably gonna knock it down if I had to guess. Like she's probably gonna knock it down if I had to guess. So just be prepared for that. So next, next I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Poreless Primer just because I like for this, it like makes you look really filtered, but I'll only put it in like the high points of the face, and it gives like that blurred effect. She's making faces. You're so dramatic.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, I forgot to ask the first question. That's why you don't know what to do. Okay, first question was, what went through your mind when you...
Hello.
Tell us about yourself. What brings you to town?
I don't know.
So today what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing her makeup. This is like a special Mother's Day edition. I didn't really tell her anything. I just told her to come home. Sometimes I have to remind her to come home. No, I'm kidding. Okay, am I rough? I feel like you're being dramatic. Why do you need to make noise? That's literally anytime I try to make a video, she's always in the background like,
so good. So good and tasty.
Why? Why? What went through your mind when you found out you were pregnant with me?
Lord, don't let my child look like its father. I prayed for that every night when I was in college. Please, Lord, let my son be like my dad. Let my son look like my dad. And you are the absolute spitting image inside and out of Gary.
Tell me about your makeup routine when you were younger. Did you have one? I've never known you to really wear makeup.
Eyeliner, a little bit of eyeshadow, and lip with a lip liner. And I only shopped at MAC.
How did you come up with my name, my full name? And while you tell me that, I'm going to put on foundation.
So Gary, of course, came from my father. My father passed in 1994.
I don't know if this is going to match.
So I just figured I would pay homage to my father. Javier came from an actual baseball player. Omari.
She doesn't even watch baseball.
No, I saw the spelling and just liked it. Omari was James.
That's my father.
And Clark was, of course, his last name. But over the years, Gary has dropped several names.
Multiple names.
But I have a long name, so all of my children have long names.
Set the scene for the delivery room when I was born. I honestly don't even know the story, and I don't know why you're laughing, but I'm really curious to know. I'm really curious to know.
My grandparents
Mammy and Papa
made me come back to Cleveland. Mind you, when I found out I was pregnant, I was in college in Pittsburgh. I call home, I'm pregnant. Come home, you can't do it on your own. No, I really have everything set up and I'm ready and I got this. No, come on home, finish school. What you got left of this year, just come on home. So I was made to come home. I had to graduate early. And I came home. So I literally stayed home for probably 12 hours in labor. So I just couldn't take it anymore. And I said, okay, I think it's time for me to go. We drove the Lincoln Town car. And I swear, Sonny took every bumpy road on the way to the hospital. And I was like, Pops, I swear, did you just take every bumpy road possible? And he was like, well, you shouldn't be feeling nothing back there. This car's supposed to ride smooth.
No, it was literally like a limo.
My grandmother was with me. My grandfather went to park the car. We got in the room. She is like pacing back and forth. I guess she was nervous. She was like calling everybody like she about to have a baby. And my grandfather finally got there. He wasn't on oxygen at this time, so he was a little bit better in shape.
They were old for my entire life. Like I've never known them.
They were my grandparents. They were your great grandparents.
I've never known them to not be old.
So, but they were, they were in pretty good shape by the time you came along.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, James got there, and I was, having like active contractions like every couple of minutes, and I think they were even closer than 5. And she was like, "Okay." I said, "Ooh, I got a boo-boo." So she's like, "No, you need to push." My grandmother had left the room. She came back in the room when I was starting to push, and Gary's head crowned. And the doctors stopped, and the nurses stopped working on me because she was about to hit the floor. She comes in the room and says, "Oh, Lord, I ain't never seen a pussy get that." And that
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Was the entrance of Gary coming into the world. They gave him to me, and I was like, ugly. And my grandma was saying, you should have thought about who you was fucking and looked at James. Gary looked like a little poor, like
I look sickly. I did.
he looked just pitiful.
I was gray for the first 3 weeks of my life.
He just
I don't have time.
a pitiful little baby.
He
was only 6 pounds, 3 ounces, the smallest of all of our children, 21 inches, and he just.
I was very sad looking. What was the first year of motherhood like?
You weren't bad. You slept all night.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like I was like, oh my God, up all night looking crazy. You were like my new little best friend. You ate everything. You weren't picky in particular.
She got lucky with me, obviously, because the other two.
Like you were the best kid ever.
How many children did you plan to have?
None.
After me, then.
None. Not one.
How many times did you drop me?
I never dropped you.
Well, that sounds like a but.
But you used to fall out of my bed all the time. And I put pillows all around my bed. And somehow you would fall outside of the pillows. And then it would be on the opposite, like this is the head of the bed. You would be at the foot of the bed. How the hell did you get all the way down there?
I used to scoot.
Like you was sleep though.
I was scooting in my sleep. What is your favorite memory of us together? You can give multiple if you can think of any.
Moving from Cleveland, North Carolina.
Oh, that's a rather recent memory. I thought you were going to go like to my childhood.
Mm-hmm. So that and your birthday when I bought the house.
You did buy that house. Oh,
signed the papers on your birthday.
You surely did.
And my most favorite would probably be when you came to pick me up from the hospital when I had you. I told you, I think I either called you or texted you and told you, yes, whenever you got out of school or whatever, I was ready.
That time was such a blur, honestly. Like that whole, honestly, living in Concord was really a blur.
I think everybody was kind of going through.
Yeah, I was like, I was trying to find myself. And then the whole situation with that. And it was a lot. But we made it through. Barely. But we made it through. Oh, this is an easy question. Because, I mean, it's really a rhetorical question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who's your favorite child?
I just said I don't like none of you.
Next. Tell me I don't know about you.
Yes, that would be just the same as now. I've always worked several jobs just to take care of my kids because, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but, it was always a hassle trying to get something from James.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I've never known you to really not have a job. Like, I've never known you to not work.
And sis used to boast.
And I
used to go to South Park Mall and clean up.
Oh my gosh.
How do you think you stay fly? I would pay that.
Definitely something I did not know. That
Coach
was a good answer.
Julia Burke handbag.
Oh my gosh.
I never paid for any of that stuff. Shoes. And I was cold with it.
I am weak. Don't give yourself away now.
Well, this was years ago, and I don't have none of that for evidence. My check number.
What advice would you give first-time mothers?
Speak with someone about being a mother.
Yeah.
I
Recommend
mean,
it.
if you don't have a very strong support system, being a single parent can be very hard.
Or even just a good job. Because kids are expensive. You know how much diapers cost? What advice would you give to parents? I guess I shouldn't limit it to mothers, but, you know, parents of LGBTQ plus, you know, parents.
Children are going to be who they are going to be. You know, I've never put limits on any of you. I've always felt that you are going to be who you are destined to be. At the end of the day, you are a parent and you are supposed to love your children and support them. Because they're not going to get that love or that support from anyone else in the world.
How did you feel about me wearing makeup?
At first, I didn't think that you were going to be that guy.
I remember you saying that.
Because you weren't that guy.
Mm-mm. I was very preppy.
Because we were still in Concord and Thomas the train wreck.
Hey, Thomas. He's actually going to be here on Wednesday.
He'll never come here.
He's actually coming here.
Oh.
We're going to break into the pool and go swimming.
Yeah, him and Jazz. What was his name? Josie, yeah. That's what. Oh, I said Jazz. That's the one that's on TV, sorry.
Who's on TV?
Jazz.
From what? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No, she got a whole show about turning into a girl.
Oh, I don't know that show.
Yeah, they were putting on makeup. You didn't have on any, and they were like doing full face, and I was just standing there watching, like.
I remember that.
Wow. And he was like, yeah, just, that's, yeah.
I feel like I did have on, I didn't have on makeup? Oh, okay.
Like some foundation. I was like, you got on makeup? He was like, no.
No, that's not what you said. You said, that's not your shade. That's what you said.
Oh.
And we never talked about it again after that.
Oh.
And from there, it was a downward spiral.
I do remember saying that, but I didn't know that was the first time though. I thought I asked you. You know makeup? I just felt bold enough to say.
I don't remember you ever asking me if I had on makeup. I remember you just telling me that it was not my shade, and then I remember getting really defensive, like, yes, it is, and it was not. So, how did you feel about when I started to dress more androgynous? What was that like for you?
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
Was it? Tell me about that.
Like, I was just like, wow. Like, I was like, okay, he's, you know,
Look up.
The guy that wears the makeup, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I was wearing makeup and still kind of dressing
like
edgy, preppy. Like, I started to get a little bit more edgy. Like, I was wearing, like, black pointy Chelsea boots and skinny jeans with, like, rips in them and, like, T-shirts with rips in them. And I still kind of dress like that a little bit sometimes. But, yeah, that's what I was giving.
And then it was just like, it became more of a jealousy thing. Because it was like, he wears all the clothes that I would like to wear, but I'm short and stout.
Not short and stout.
Pull any of this shit off. But it was like the more you came out, the more I came out with you. Like, my friends, like, oh my God, I need Gary to do this. Oh my God, I need Gary to do this.
And then you became the cool mom.
And then, you know, it's like, you know, they was like, oh my God, he is gorgeous. I'm like, yeah, see, yeah. I had a little bit to do with that. But it was, you know, it was never an issue.
Mm-hmm. Where is a place that you would like to visit?
Definitely want to go to Alaska.
Alaska?
I think Alaska is beautiful, and I can't find anybody to go with, so I'll just go by myself.
Yep, because I'm not going. I guess I could tell you stuff that happened with my dad, because we had, like, that was two separate lives. Like, I had my mom's life, and then I had my dad's life.
And I feel like you just kept stuff from me just to keep things very neutral.
Yeah, I was...
Because I would have...
I told you what I needed to tell you.
Because I like to win meals.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was a lot that you needed to tell me you didn't.
Yeah, probably. One time, Pete called me an asshole, and
I don't know this stuff. Like, what?
They were having a cookout, and I came over, because we live literally around the corner, like, literally, like, on the other side of the street, basically. And he was in the garage, and I went to the garage where they had, like, it set up and stuff. And I went in, I was like, "Hi, Mr. Pete." And he was like, "Hey, asshole." And I was like, "Oh! How dare you!" And I made such a big deal out of it. I think I told my dad. I don't even think I told you.
But he wouldn't have did.
No, he did.
Oh.
Pete apologized to me. Like, it was a whole ordeal. I remember one time my dad called me a nigga, and I was like, "A nigga? A nigga? Frank? Frank? Me?" So dramatic. I think that was actually the first time that I talked back to him. I was like, "Don't call me that. I'm not a nigga." And he apologized to me because he knew that he messed up because I was sensitive. I did not like that. And I was like 8. Oh, and we can also talk about that Christmas. Remember that Christmas? Oh, I made you cry, baby.
Which one?
I made you cry multiple Christmases?
Yes.
Well, tell me. I only remember one.
And Mother's Day.
Oh, that was actually another question that I think I skipped. What was... Okay, no, let's start from crying. We'll go back to that.
I'm just emotional.
You are emotional, but...
But I feel like I'm getting better since I've been on this medication. What, you trying to figure out where to put the liner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I got better.
Okay.
You don't cry since you've been on your meds.
You're right. I actually feel a lot better. Okay, so tell me about when you cried at Christmas or Mother's Day.
Because the laptop.
Oh, you were crying for a positive reason. I bought you a laptop for Christmas.
That was for Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day. Because you were in school and you needed a laptop, so I bought you a laptop.
Yeah.
I was talking about a negative reason that you cried. I came home and there were way less presents than I was used to. I was the only child and there were way less presents, and I was like, where the presents? And I came home and I think I said something to the effect of, "Where are all the presents?" And my mom was there. I don't know if I said it to her, if I just said it in general. And she heard me say that. Trying to say a little bit. She heard me say that and she stormed upstairs. She was crying. And I was like, why the hell is she crying? So then, I don't even think I went upstairs to figure out why she was crying. Because I think my great-grandmother told me to just, like, open my gifts. Because basically, Christmas was on hold until I got home. Like, the whole family came over, but nobody touched the presents. Nobody ate anything until I got there. Why did y'all do all of that for me? I was not that special. So I started opening the presents, and I had an Xbox, and then I had like a bunch of games. I don't remember what else I got. I just remember that I definitely got that. Do you remember what else you bought me?
The DS thing.
Oh, a Nintendo DS. I think you also bought me a Video Now.
It was a big electronic Christmas.
Yeah, like there were fewer presents, but they cost more. And so, you know, my young mind didn't realize. I did realize once I opened the presents, but, you know, I was spoiled, child. And that was the statement that I made, and I felt I still to this day feel like trash for saying that. What was the worst Mother's Day gift?
All my Mother's Day gifts were horrible.
They were horrible. Mm-hmm.
I used to get so mad.
Can you think of one specifically that upset you? Because I have one.
I think it was, what was it, a ring?
Tennis bracelet. No, we bought you a tennis bracelet. You asked for a charm bracelet.
Yeah. But I figured that with the charm bracelet, any holiday, you could just get me a charm. Like, I thought that was the most...
You would think, right?
Simple gift ever, and I just knew, like, it would be filled.
We got hip to it eventually.
You never bought me charms.
We did.
James never bought charms.
Oh, was I just buying charms with you then? I
bought my own charms.
I remember going to the store and buying, or like being with you close.
I bought my own charms.
Oh, well.
He never bought me one charm.
I tried to do your bottom lashes, but they're so small. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thanks for joining my mom and I while we talk about all this crazy stuff. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I always forget to do this part of my video, so I'm really proud of myself for remembering right now. Alright, that's all I have to say. Peace out, Girl Scout. Do you have any closing remarks?
It's been fun.
It's been fun.